We are here today to pay tribute to a very accomplished woman who has done a lot in her life. Oprah Winfrey has been ranked the richest African American of the 20th century. It recently read an article in Wikipedia. Oprah by Bio.com is the most influential talk show host, actress, publisher, and producer. She's also a very established philanthropist, which we will talk about later on in this speech. Today, we will celebrate just a few of Oprah's many accomplishments that have allowed her to earn the title as Queen of All Media. First, we will begin with The Oprah Show. This was one of her first major debuts, which happened in 1986 from 2011. It ran a total of 25 seasons, and it is actually produced by her own produce company called Harpo, which is Oprah backwards, actually. And so this is just a picture of Oprah from one of her first shows. You can tell she's a little younger in this picture. And like I said, began in 1986. The second major thing that I wanted to talk on is Oprah's charity work and all of her different foundations. She has actually began a foundation called the Angel Network, which began in 1997. And this helps give money to kids who are less fortunate as far as getting an education, and it also goes towards helping leaders and for human rights as well. And here is a chart of Angel Network contributions all the way from 2002 to 2008, and you can see how it goes up all the way to almost $20 million. So it's a very well-established foundation that she has. She also has the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, which is for, again, education, learning, and leadership. This is actually worth more than it has $190 million in funds and assets. The difference in these two is the Angel Network is based solely on contributions from people that she gets that watch her show or read her magazine, which we'll talk about later on. It's actually mainly based from people who are giving donations, not so much as far as hers, although she does contribute as well. And the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, it shows here, it has like her estimated net worth, her estimated income, and then how much she actually donates to the foundation. And in some years, you'll actually see that she doesn't donate any money at all, which seemed weird to me, but there's other years where she's getting upwards of $43 million donated to that foundation of the three that she has. The next thing I want to talk about is her O magazine, which was awesome from the beginning. Her first magazine was released in June of 2000, and it actually sold 1.6 million copies from the very first issue, which is a ton of copies if you are just now putting out a magazine. And that information actually came from About.com, which goes on and on to talk about her magazine, and it goes on to tell about the many awards that it's won, including the 2006 Magazine of the Year. Like I said, there was multiple awards that magazine won, and it's actually still being published today as well. She was also an actress in different movies, and like I said, a producer and philanthropist, which we have recently learned about. To me, Oprah is someone who didn't come from much, but made the best of what she was given, and she is now one of the wealthiest, most influential people of our time. I believe she is well worth the celebration tonight and every day for her continued accomplishments and to help other people and to do well for people not only of our country, but of other countries as well. Are there any questions?
Yes. So you said she has her own TV show, right? Correct?
Yes.
Have you ever watched a TV show?
I watched the Oprah Show a while back. I haven't in a long time, of course, because it's been done since 2011. But when I was younger, I watched it. I don't think I knew much about what was going on at the time, but I wish it was still on. I don't see any reruns of it ever or anything like that either. So, and I've never actually read the O magazine either, but I'm assuming most women have, considering it's selling 1.6 million copies just on its first issue. So, no, I haven't watched, or I have watched the show, but not read the magazine. Any other questions?
And so you said she donates to foundations, and what were they again?
She has the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, which is a lot of her own money being put in. She has the Angel Network, which is mentioned a lot on her shows, and it is actually mainly based off of her viewers and people in the audience and that kind of thing donating money. And then she also has another foundation that does the same types of things as far as like for leadership and education. That's what she really is big on, is helping people be leaders in their communities for the future, and helping people get an education that would otherwise not be accessible to them. And this is just a picture of her on the cover of her own magazine. She's actually on the cover of all of her own magazines for the O. So yeah, that is it. This is my audience member.